Here we go back again. Rich with the Damascus Road Trucker. Another decent week of running. So I've had 3 consistent weeks. I'm happy with that. I have a daily goal. If I average it over the month of what I try to hit, I've talked about that before, but it's always something. This week I'm pulling, maybe some of you are familiar with it, Highway 64 out of Richmond, goes up past Charlottesville, climbs the hill, dumps you over on 81. There's a pretty good pull there. So I'm headed up the hill, and it seems like every weekend I fix something on this truck, but it's old, like me, and I hear like a little ticking sound, like an exhaust leak, and all of a sudden like a pop, and you can just hear the turbo screaming like crazy, but you can hear that exhaust sound, and I'm like, oh my gosh. When you're just on the flat, not under load, it's pretty quiet, but anytime you're on the Jake exhaust brake, or you're accelerating hard, turbos boosting, it sounds like a bad exhaust leak. And so, got my trusty teaching tool, as I have in a couple other videos. You got to have respect for this. This is old school. This snap-on flat tip screwdriver is older than my kids. So, anyway, you can see it right here, and I'll show you guys a closer picture. Basically, this bounced around like that, then went boom, popped out. So it was blowing exhaust up into the bottom of the air cleaner housing, and then it's blackened all over the engine and all over the hood itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this off, clean this up, and we're going to weld an actual bolt on there, because this pyrometer probe and everything, it don't work anyway. So who really cares, right? It's all about function. It don't matter if you got a brand new truck or you got an old dog, like old Blue here, makes the same amount of money when it picks up that load and delivers it. So think about those things. All right, here we go. All right, let's get this cleaned up. One of my favorite is these flap wheels. It's just it's basically just sanding paper that's all layered together, and it gives a cleaner touch up without taking away material, but you still have a sanitary surface to weld or work on. This one is 120 grit. Alrighty. Tell you what, that little Lincoln 140 is one of the best investments I've ever got, without being a big welder, like a MiG 250. I tried running 035, but it just works too hard at it, so I got 030 in it right now. I like having a gas shield, so I bought me a little bottle of argon. But anyway, look what we got here. Boom, it's done. No more leak. But I mean, you can see, especially on that pipe right there, how the exhaust was blowing all over it and overheating the underside of the engine way too much. You can tell how that turbo hose got a little slack from the heat. But there you go. Apologize for the sniffles. It's a little cold here in North Carolina. But another task done on old Blue. That bolt I put in there was just like a carriage. It had a nice rounded head on it, which worked out pretty good. But to the other tasks at hand, you guys probably see me do it all the time. You see the smoke in the background? Oh yeah. Prepping. Meal prepping. That's the trucker's life. Meal prep, meal prep. Save so much money. This is the hood I got with that. Got that whole outfit with hood and gloves and everything, $600. But I think I told you guys that on the previous. So, gonna clean out the truck, check fluids, get her ready for another week. I think I might do another week and then do a run down to Florida the week after next. And just for the heck of it, the CEO's down there right now, so swing by and say hey, see how she's doing. So until the next one, guys, we are heaven bound and hammer down.